Hello, this is Art Johnson with New World Communications, and welcome to episode 3 of Think Video and Grow Rich. This is about how to use YouTube video to grow business. And today's subject is on the what we call the landscape of what's involved. And that landscape is really defined by two documents that are available actually from the YouTube organization. One is called the YouTube Content Creators Playbook, the YouTube Creators Playbook, and the other one is the Playbook Guide for YouTube for Good for nonprofits. So I want to cover that because what we're going to cover in the series is this landscape in detail. And this is pretty well organized. There's a second version out. We're going to be starting with the first version of the playbook and its table of contents. And there are three major areas that you need to focus on and master. One area is programming and producing. And so we're going to be covering that. And that really has to do with engaging your audience in the first 15 seconds, to discuss call to action, stuff that talks about the necessity of developing frequent and regularly scheduled programming. They talk about tentpole programming. Let's talk about that because that's going to be really exciting. We're actually going to be, a tentpole programming is where you have an event here that builds up to some big event here, and then it kind of goes down. So it's like a little tent, and the tentpole is the big event building up to it, like up to Christmas and after Christmas. We're actually going to be doing a boot camp. We're actually going to do a series of programs focusing on thinking video and growing rich for other small business people and nonprofit people. But then we're going to actually have an online event, a boot camp, where we're going to meet, in a physical place as well as online, and share our information and our topics. If you've never been to a boot camp, this is really, really fun. So we're going to be doing that, and related to that is cross promotion. We're going to promote other people, they're going to promote us, and we'll be collaborating with other content creators in our field because we all want to share this together. Also, this is about learning how to study your analytics with the peaks and valleys of your viewing. There are going to be peaks. You'll find that sometimes, people will like one video and they won't really like it. It'll suck the other time. So, you can study that and tweak that. And there's a whole checklist. Then another area is publishing and optimization. So after you've created that, then there's some guidelines for publishing. There's actually an engine called the Content ID engine that looks at over 100 years of programming in one day. It's like it crawls across all the metadata that you supply with the program. That's the description and the title and all that. And based upon that, puts it in the right place in the search engine. So that's very important. Learning the syntax and the syntax and the format for doing that. Even doing thumbnails, which once you become what they call a partner, a lot of times you don't have a choice, but I think you might have choice as a nonprofit to even choose your thumbnail. Making annotations, that's where you have links here and you have little discussions that happen. You can actually program interactive video with annotations. We'll cover that. Playlists, that's an ability to find other people's content. We're actually generating a series of playlists for markets that we're working in, for seniors, for small business people, for nonprofits, aggregating content. Our content will be in there interstitially with other people's content, and we'll be sharing that. And video responses, we encourage you. We want you right now. If you like our videos, send us a video responding to this video. Also, hit our subscribe button because you'll see all of our programs. That's a good reason for you to do that. So we're going to be covering that, and we have, then synopsize that with a publishing checklist to make sure. Then there's that final piece of community and social media. That's another broad category that we'll be covering. How to involve and engage your audience. This is a community thing. I'm engaging with you right now. I want to hear from you. What do you need? what specifically are you looking for that you haven't really learned that well about, or you haven't seen good video about that? We want to cover that. Maybe there's something you can share with us we don't know about. We want to share just wonderful information with you. So how to involve your audience and how to do blog outreach. One of the things you're going to see is we blog. So this video is going to be in our blog. We're going to blog, we'll post, we'll publish, it'll be in our blog, and all of that as well. And how does this work with other social media? So we're actually going to be, you'll see us on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, a personal page, and a business page that I'm upgrading here. I'm also really, really excited, and you should be excited too, about Google Plus, because it's very tightly integrated with YouTube video. And you can actually do a thing called Hangouts around your video. And so 9 other people can watch it, and they've just gone to YouTube on air, to Google what they call Hangouts on air, that allow you to go to 10 to many people on YouTube. So that's amazing stuff, and we really want to practically apply that to develop business and develop community in ways that you have never experienced before. So we intend to do that. So anyway, that's it for this. That's to give you an idea of the landscape of what's involved. And the third thing is, once you say, gosh, I mean, that's exhausting, man, I'm a small business owner or I'm a nonprofit, how am I going to do that? We're going to come out with a strategy for how you can manage this stuff. And we're going to start with the mindset changes that we know implicitly are going to have happen. And we're using 2 really great authors, new thinkers, Napoleon Hill. We found some excellent content where you can actually visit with Napoleon Hill, and I have an office visit with him, and he can give you his secrets of success, in a really nice way. He's a great storyteller. And we're also tapping into the powerful work of a great thinker called Ernest Holmes, who's written this book called The Science of Mind, and he's a philosopher, and he's got a very practical application, tapping into the laws of the universe, the laws of mind, and applying that practically to succeeding in your life through these, principles of wealth creation. And we're looking at wealth not as just as money, but as personal growth and wealth of mind and wealth of wisdom. And that's what we're about. So that's what New World Communications is about. So we welcome you. Sign up for us. Make your comments. If you like us, share us. And we are going to have a ball doing this, and we want you to come along with us. So thank you so much for thinking video and growing rich. And stay tuned for our episode where we're going to start diving into this, these great YouTube documents. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.